I thought I was the smartest one in the room. Wait, shh. This part matters.
But before we even get into the story, do me a quick favor. If you like real, deep stories like this, hit that like button so more people can find it. Subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. And comment below, who do you think is the real villain in this story? Take 2 seconds. I'll wait. Alright, now listen closely. Because this story, it's not about love. It's about what happens when love dies and pride takes its place. Ava thought she was the smartest one in the room. But the night she signed those marriage papers, she didn't just marry a billionaire. She walked into a war. And by the time she realized what was really going on, everybody was already playing her. Wait, this part matters. Ava used to be different.
Soft.
Not weak, just real. She believed in love like it actually meant something. Back in college, she had this laugh, loud, free, the kind that made people turn their heads. That was before Marcus. Don't forget that name. Marcus. Marcus had that energy. Smooth, confident, dangerous in a quiet way. He knew how to look at you like you mattered. And Ava? She fell for it. Hard. Late nights on the phone. Falling asleep mid-conversation. Sharing dreams like they were already real. One night, she asked him, "Would you ever leave me?" Marcus laughed, pulled her close, and said, "Not unless you give me a reason." Yeah, remember that line. Because months later, he left anyway. No warning. No real explanation. Just distance. Then silence. Then the truth hit her. Marcus was with someone else. Not just someone. Someone rich. Connected. The kind of woman that opens doors just by walking into a room. Ava called him, her voice shaking. "Tell me it's not true." Marcus didn't even hesitate. "I gotta do what's best for me." Cold. Just like that. And in that moment, something inside Ava broke. Not loud. Not dramatic. Just quiet. Like a light going out. Years later, Ava wasn't the same. She still smiled, but it wasn't real. Now she watched people. Studied them. Listened more than she spoke. Not broken, just rebuilt different. Then one night, she saw him again. Marcus. At a private event. Everything expensive. Everything fake. And there he was, like nothing ever happened. Sharp suit. Confident smile. Living the life he chose over her. Ava looked at him and felt nothing. No love.
No anger.
Just cold. Then she saw him.
Ethan.
Standing across the room.
Still. Silent.
Watching everything like he already owned it. People moved different around him. Careful. Respectful. Even Marcus. And this is where everything flips. Marcus didn't win. He upgraded. And Ethan? Ethan was the top. That's when the idea came.
Slow.
Dangerous.
Perfect.
Ava didn't chase Ethan. She positioned herself. A look here, a conversation there. Never too much. Never too obvious. She made him notice her.
And he did.
Ethan wasn't emotional. Wasn't soft. He was calculated. The kind of man who doesn't lose, he adjusts. One night, over dinner, he said, "I don't believe in love." Ava didn't react. He leaned in slightly. "I believe in control. And loyalty." Ava held his gaze, then said, "Good. Because love makes people stupid." For the first time, Ethan almost smiled. A week later, he offered marriage.
No romance. No emotions.
Just terms. "You don't betray me and you'll never struggle again." Ava said yes. But not for safety. For revenge. From the outside, everything looked perfect. Money.
Power.
Luxury. But inside?
Cold.
Silent. Empty. This was never a love story. This was strategy. And then, Ava made her move. She reached out to Marcus. Yeah, him. "I miss you." That's all she sent. Marcus replied instantly. That told her everything. They started talking again. Laughing. Remembering. Then Ava leaned in. "I married him for access," she said. "For money for us." Marcus smiled. "I knew you'd come back." And just like that, the game began. Ava started feeding him information. Small things at first. Then bigger ones. Deals. Money moves. Private details. Marcus used it. Climbed higher. got closer to Ethan. Everything was working. Too perfect. And that's when it gets dangerous. Because one night, Ava heard something she wasn't supposed to hear. Marcus. On the phone. Voice low. Careful. Then she heard it. Ethan's name. Her heart dropped. This changes everything. Marcus wasn't playing Ethan. He was working with him. Ava sat there, silent, letting it sink in. He played her. Again. Same betrayal. Same Marcus. For a moment she felt it. That old pain. That old version of herself. Then she stopped, took a breath, and smiled. Because Ava already knew. She knew Marcus would betray her. That's why everything she gave him was fake. Perfect lies.
Designed to destroy.
Bad deals. Money traps. Broken partnerships. She didn't play the game, she controlled it. Marcus trusted her. Ethan trusted Marcus. And that was their weakness. Then everything collapsed. Deals failed. Money vanished. People turned. The empire cracked. Total chaos. Marcus panicked.
Tried to fix it.
Tried to run.
Ethan?
Still calm. Too calm. Then he finally spoke. He looked at Ava dead in her eyes and said, I was wondering when you'd realize you're not the only one who plans ahead. Yeah, that's the moment everything breaks. Because Ethan knew. From the beginning. Every move. Every lie. He saw it all. But he let it happen. Because he had backups. Hidden money. Protected assets. He didn't lose. He adapted. Marcus? Finished. No power. No money.
Just another man who thought he was smarter than he was.
Ava? She got revenge. But it didn't feel like winning. Now she sits alone. Big house. Empty rooms. No calls. No love. No trust. Just silence. She looks in the mirror. And for a second, she sees that old version of herself. The girl who believed in love. Then she blinks. And she's gone. So tell me, was she the victim? Or the villain? Or just someone who stayed in the game too long? Because in the end, the scariest part isn't who betrayed who. It's how easy it was for all of them to stop feeling anything at all.